Now, answering your questions about the law and legal issues. This is Legal Break with attorney Gary Bruce.
And I'm Maureen Akers. Welcome, Gary.
Good morning. Good
Yes.
to be here. Thank you.
Glad to have you as always. We've got a question today, Gary. Let's pull it up. What's new in the law?
There you go.
Anything happening? Anything that you're seeing?
You know, we kind of made it through the legislative processes without a lot of changes, and I'm one of these people that thinks we got enough laws because one law just begets another.
Right,
You know? And
right.
so it's hard to have one law without having to have an exception or fix what it breaks, and
Right.
it happens constantly. So, but there are a couple of weird things, I think, in the law that we're starting to see. One of them, I've talked a little bit about the Supreme Court. The fact that we don't have a kind of code of ethics and the fact we don't have term limits for federal judges is kind of weird to me. It seems like maybe a lifetime appointment is too much, you know. I think we've seen that kind of play out here recently, and at some point, maybe it's time to step down and let new ideas come in, you know. So I like that idea. It won't happen, but I do think that's going to be a trend that we start hearing about. And then the other one that's weird is non-lawyer owned law firms. So in Georgia and Alabama, only lawyers can own a law firm.
Yeah.
And because there's a concern about conflict of interest, making sure the professional relationship is continued.
Right.
And we have obligations. We have a bar association to report to. There's discipline, there's sanctions, there's a level of competence that is tried to, you know, we try to maintain. And when you allow non-lawyers to own law firms, all that's thrown out of the window. You can't,
Yeah.
the bar association can't discipline you. You're not a member of the bar.
Right.
So but it's happening. It's happening in Arizona, it's happening in New Mexico, it's happening in Washington, D.C., where non-lawyers are becoming partners in law firms. The most grotesque one really is housewives, the Real Housewives of Miami are partners in a law firm in Arizona.
I did
You
not
can look it
realize
up. It's insane.
Wow.
It's all about marketing. And that's some weird stuff. So, I don't think we need that, but
Yeah.
we're moving toward that. So you're going to see celebrities and sports figures being named as partners when they're not lawyers.
Yeah.
And we're seeing more and more of that on the internet, particularly because that's just an easy way to reach people. And it's just kind of mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Real quick, how is AI impacting the legal world?
Let's talk about that next time.
Okay, let's do that. There's a lot to talk about there. Gary, thank you so much.
Thanks.
We'll see you on the next one.